Hai, terima kasih kerana masih sudi bersama kami di Astro Awani. Anda bersama saya, Syed Farradino Omar dalam Bisnes Alternatif. Okey, hostmate saya ni seorang yang penggemar fashion. Jadi dia akan bawa balik produk-produk macam ni, bag Longchamp yang memang bagi saya amat cantik, tapi setelah berapa lama kita orang pakai, bag ni dah jadi kotor. Sayanglah kan, bag ni ialah bag berjenama, agak mewah jugalah, tapi dah kotor macam ni, takkan nak campak dalam washing machine je. Sekarang ni terdapat satu perkhidmatan di mana anda boleh membawa bag-bag anda ataupun kasut ataupun bag duit, dompet anda ke tempat-tempat sebegini, dan mereka boleh mencuci bag itu dan mengembalikan keanggunan dan kehebatan bag itu dengan begitu mudah dan pada harga yang boleh dikatakan amat berpatutan jika dibandingkan dengan harga bag yang baru. Okey, jadi kita nak tahu tentang servis itu pada hari ini. Saya berada di MyBagSpa, jadi bersama saya untuk menjawab segala persoalan yang kita ada is Gabriel Ang, General Manager MyBagSpa. Okay, Gabriel. Okay, there you go. Have fun. No, kidding.
Okay.
Alright, so that's what a customer typically does lah, yeah? They will come with a bag that is soiled, that's dirty, that looks like it needs TLC a lot, and they put it in your hands and it comes back looking wow. Is that the gist of it?
It all depends on the material and the stains.
Okay.
Not everything you are able to clean it up, and depends on the type of material and depends on the stain. Because if it's leather, usually like color transfer, we can't clean it because the pores of the leather, they will absorb the dye. So that usually we will do restoration for leathers, means they will re-dye the bag, so that it will look like 80% new. Okay, let's say for canvas, it can be reduced like maybe about 40 to 50% for cleaning. Okay, like nylon, fabric, this one will be removed like maybe about 80%. Yeah, so for patent leather, we can't do anything, we can only do it to black.
Right, okay.
Yeah,
but patent leather always comes, most of the time it comes in black anyway, right?
They got beige, they got pink, they got red, yeah, but because usually beige, they will oxidize, though it will become yellowish, so that one we can't do anything. So that usually we will just do it to black.
So there are certain things that you can but you can't do, and it depends on the situation. Each case is unique, but the gist of it is your business, the core business is restoring or the cleaning services for
cleaning, restoring, disinfect, like ink extraction, oil extraction, water repellent. Yeah, this is the service that we are doing.
And tell me a little bit about your pricing structure. How much do you start at, and what is the craziest amount you've seen so far?
We charge by the sizes lah. Means that if like a A4 size will be 180. Yep, roughly about this. Will be for the full clean inside and outside. Yeah, if it's bigger than that, the price will be above 180. If it's smaller than that, will be cheaper than 180.
Right. Okay. Yeah. And that's the entire thing lah.
That one is for cleaning.
That's cleaning. Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. If restoration, the charges will be higher lah. Usually we will double the cleaning prices.
What is the most insane amount a customer has paid you, if you don't mind me asking?
About 1,000 plus for luggage. Yeah, for cleaning and restoration.
1,000 plus.
Yes.
How does that compare? And put that in perspective to the price of a new bag, for example. Okay,
as for luggage like LV, it will be maybe about 8,000 to 10,000. So that usually our price will be about 5 to 10% of the cleaning of the original price bag that they sell in the boutiques.
Right.
Yeah, will be roughly that depends on the brand. Some will be maybe higher, some maybe even lower. But average is about that the range about 5 to 10% of the original price.
But when you say earlier you mentioned leather restoration, you bring it back up to about 80% new. So that's pretty good, right? You pay 5%, 10%. It's almost like getting a brand new bag altogether.
Yeah, because if it's those back like maybe 5 years ago you bought a bag, maybe a Chanel is like maybe about 8,000, but maybe
8,000 is probably the smallest, cheapest Chanel, right?
No, I mean 5 years ago, but maybe about this year the same size you're getting at maybe about 16,000.
Exactly.
Yeah, so that usually for those that who bought the bags like maybe like few years ago, they are not willing to pay for a new one, so that they will do a cleaning or restoration on that.
Right.
So that and it will still look like new.
Yeah, you pay a few hundred and then you can go out to your friends and say, I got a new bag. Okay, we have to go for a very short break right now, but when we come back, we're going to ask about the business side of things, because if you look at behind Gabriel, it looks like he's not having any shortage of customers at all, even the bags on the counter. So stay with us on Bisnes Alternatif. Okay, Okay, we're back and we have more questions, of course, for Gabriel from MyBagSpa. We have a selection of goods that people have sent to you to do stuff to it. Interestingly, all this on this table here is probably my 1 year's annual income, I think.
Don't lah. Not that
okay, so this is what, a combination of restoration and what do we have here?
Okay, this is a Chanel Jumbo. Before it's a white in color. You can see that the inside is a white, actually outside is a white. But due to the customer say that it's very hard to take care, it become yellowish, your color transfer, so that she decided to change to black. So that we redry everything for her, that this is like, we can see that it's quite new after we do it.
Yeah. It looks very
so
new
that
indeed.
This is a permanent black. So you can't change it to other color from black to other.
From black,
color.
that's it.
Yes,
that's the
that's
final
it.
color. And you go all the way down to cleaning the chains as well.
Okay, this one, because the change is actually the change from the leather is usually sole. So that we just remove it, then we remove the metal, then we remove out the leather, then we re-dye it. After when it dry, we put it back, so that then we sew it back.
That's why it takes several weeks.
It takes time, and then we need to clean the metal, this and that.
So do you actually have to I mean, for example, if this part is white but the rest is black, so you actually have to dismantle. Oh,
we need to cover. Only the metal, those that have screw in, we are able to dismantle it. Otherwise, we need to cover up, so that it takes time to do.
I see. It's just like a car spa.
Something.
Yeah, you have to cover up, you have to mask and tape up and all that. I see. Okay. And you do wallets and you do shoes.
Like shoes, usually like when we wear it, so that usually we don't take off our shoes like using hand, so that we just use our leg to step.
Correct.
So that usually at the back you can see there's a wear and tear.
Yes.
So usually we'll paste it back, then we'll recolor it.
I see.
So that it will be better lah. If it's too deep, you can see it slightly still have a
when
bit.
the scuff is too deep, then you
the other side
is
you are able to cover it up.
I see. Okay. What's the most tedious thing that you have had to do for a customer?
Bags with mold and the leather is very dry. That after we do it, it will crack. So that it will take longer time to do it, because we need to keep on pasting. Yes, need to paste the leather. Okay. So that the customers sometimes they ask, hey, how come it's so long?
Must be very exciting.
So we need to let them to know that
to be able, you have to face different challenges every single day. I mean, you've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That's already 9 different challenges happening up there on the top rack.
Yes, correct.
So customers, I don't see it as a problem because you have a lot of things happening here. But how did you decide? What were the key findings that you thought of when you first discovered that, hey, this is a concept that can sell, and you to attract the customers? How did you do that?
You mean for this business?
Yes.
Okay. Because before I started this, I was an engineer in Singapore. Okay. So that
wow, I didn't see that coming.
So that because I used to love bags, my family, like my brothers and sisters, my mom. So that when I see that after they use it, they don't clean it, they will put aside. So that I think it's a waste compared to all my friends, everybody. I think it's a waste of like the money and the things are in good condition. Just that maybe it's dirty, they don't clean it, so they don't use it. So that then I find out that we have one of my friends, like our schoolmates, her sister is doing this business in Singapore. So that later on I decided to take it in Malaysia, because the market is very niche, and there's plenty of opportunities like to give people to reuse their bags compared to buy a new bags nowadays at a high price. So that I think that this is the way.
That's what you thought of, lah. But then how did you communicate that? The fact that people don't have to buy new bags and they can just restore.
Okay, because whenever you buy such an expensive bag, you will go to the boutiques and ask whether they can send it to Paris or this and that, or they can do it locally. Okay, in Singapore, we used to serve all the boutiques, so that we already have the connection. So usually when customers, they go to the boutiques will give them our cards. Then they will ask them to come down, or maybe drop by our shop and inquire what can be done, what cannot be done. Because if they can do it locally, they will do it locally. Because if they send it to Paris, the cost will be high, and the period of the lead time will be longer, maybe about minimum of 6 months to a year. But if you do it locally, maybe in about weeks or maximum about 3 months. So there's a difference on the charges, everything.
Right, so you're saying your lead time is between 1 week to 3 months?
Depends on cleaning or what service you do.
To be done and all that. Okay. And this is not the only shop that you have, right? You have
Yes,
other
we have one
branches as
in
well.
Bangsa Shopping Centre. We have one in One Utama O Wing, it's just below the Isetan. Then we have one in the gardens, just beside the Presto. Yes.
And everything is done here.
Yeah, cleaning will be done here. Restoration will be done in our lab outside because we don't have ventilation here, so that we can't do it here. So
Of
that
course.
usually re-dye will do it outside, maybe
I see.
just around the corner. Yeah.
Right, okay. Okay, Gabriel, thank you
Yep.
so much. It
Alright,
sounds like a
welcome.
very
Yep.
exciting business, and we wish you the very best of luck.
Okay, thank you.
Thanks for having
Yep.
us. Okay, well, that's it. In this particular segment, we're talking about sustainable bags here. We want bags to last for a long time, so there is no better quote but this. Fashion fades, but style is eternal. Well, with MyBagSpa, bags are eternal too. So says Yves Saint Laurent. It's 15 minutes till tomorrow, so make it count. Saya Syed Farradino Omar di MyBagSpa. Anda menonton Bisnes Alternatif. Kita jumpa lagi. Bye-bye.